Hello everyone. In this session, we'll try to understand Java strings. Okay. Uh, so what is a string? In the previous sessions, we know string is a data type. Okay. So it stores a sequence of characters. So only that much we know. In this session, we will go a little deeper and then we will do some programs. Okay. Yeah. So Java strings. Okay. So we know string is a data type and then a variable name. Suppose name. So we can name, okay, for example. So here the syntax is string data type and then the variable name and then this is the assignment. So by default, if you don't put anything, by default it will be empty. Okay. Now, okay. So what is the purpose of string? Like we know this is one thing. Names can be stored. For example, we are suppose let's take WhatsApp. Okay. So everybody knows WhatsApp. So here what we do, uh, so a person or like we can send a message, correct? So the message is a string. So what we type, that is a message. Okay. So here message equal to, uh, for example, hello, good morning. So this is also a string internally, like whatever we type that goes as a string. Okay. So even comma, space, exclamator, whatever we see in the keyboard, all the special characters, so they are also treated as the characters only. Okay. Now we will see like how we can print this value. Okay. And also I think everybody knows MS Office Word. So Word is an editor, text editor. Okay. Here we can put some. And also, there are few things that we can perform. Uh, okay, that is mainly like lowercase, uppercase. So these things we can perform in the Word document. Okay. So similarly, we can do same operations in Java also. Like there may be situation where we want that to be done. Okay, maybe for now, let's see how we can write a program. Okay. So maybe we will create another package. Okay, and then strings demo as a class name. Okay, yeah, we have created a class with a strings demo, and then we have selected the default main method. Okay, now we will declare same thing. Okay, so now let's print this. So if you print, it will simply print that in the console, like the result. Okay, we have to run this as Java application. Okay, you can see it is printed. Suppose I want to print only first five characters. Okay, only first five letters in a string I want to print. So how we can do? Okay, so before that we will try to understand how this represented in the like. this is a special data type. Like we have char. Character is for a single character. So suppose letter, that is suppose H. Okay, and this should not be double quote. It should be single quote. That is the syntax for declaring a character. And the same message can be written using arrays. Array is a sequence of homogeneous values or same type of values you can keep. And similarly, so string is a sequence of characters. So this is one character, this is another character, this is like that. We have this many characters and grouped. Okay, now suppose we have a sequence of characters and then we have a same message array, message character array. Okay, now if you say like this, it won't accept because array declaration is not like this. So we have to convert this into an array. So array and then it's a sequence of characters. Okay, so because the char type, so we have to put one character like L, L, O, comma. Even space itself is a another character. Okay, and then G, O. So like that we can define a character array, and even this internally represents this in a memory, or like the memory allocation also happens based on the length of the message. Okay. Okay, let's print. So we know like arrays is a default utility class or something happened. Okay, let's know. Okay, arrays is also what is happening. Okay, arrays is also default Java utility class. Okay, we in the last session we saw functions. So function is a reusable code, and functions are mostly like in everyday programming we use functions, and by default Java also provides a default method like default implementations for some of the functionalities, like arrays is one of the utility class, and arrays dot toString. Okay, and it can take array as input and it will print as a string. So we are taking a message array as input to this. Okay, we can see here. So this is, you can, when you put focus and then control focus, then it will show. Or you can right click and open declaration. So like that you can see. Okay, here you can see it is doing same. We have seen how to loop an array. So that is how it is doing. And there is a length of the string, like array length we can get using a dot length, and then here it is printing the, like, just printing the values, and then it will. Okay, so let's run this again. So you can see it is printing the array. Okay, we can print using our own method. Print array as a string. Okay, we can name and we can say for now void, because we are not returning any value. So this is on our custom method. Okay, this will take the character array. For example, array. Now what we'll do, we know how to print an array. Okay. So what we will do, we will just print. Okay. We will just print one by one as a like this. We will try to print. So now this is for, and here we will have initialization, that is the starting index of the array, like from where we want to start the loop, and then we want to stop at particular time, that is array dot length, and then I plus plus, like we want to loop each element in the array. So that is how we do. You can go back and see my previous videos on the arrays so that you will get more understanding. Now what it will do, we will just print order println array of I, because we want to print each character. Okay, that is what we are doing, and then we are simply, we will call the same. Yeah, we no need to even print, we can simply call and then we can pass a message array. Okay, so this is how we call, and also this is a static method. So when a method is static, so it can call only static methods. Okay, that's why we have to make this also static. So now there is no error. We will get more details on the keywords like static, void, public. So we will get more understanding on these keywords as a separate session. For now, you can just focus on the string and function, how we can write a function to do that. So what it does, this will take an array, this will iterate each element in an array, and it will print. So let's see what it will print. So you can see whatever we have defined, this is that much, because we defined only hello go. So that's why it will just print this. So here also this is like this. Okay. So that is how it is. So this is okay. Now what we will do, we will, okay. So let's go inside the println method, and here if it is a string, it will just print string dot value of and then write ln. So that is how it does. Okay, forget about it. So now print string one by one character. Okay, now we know a string is a sequence of characters. Okay, and okay, so we know already like arrays. An array is also a sequence of elements. I mean, a list of elements in a sequential order. Like we can access using indexes. Okay, array is a list of homogeneous elements. So like we just saw character array, it's also an array. So similarly, a string is also a sequence of characters. So string is special data type. So this holds only characters. Characters in the sense it can be number also. I mean, it can access a number, like it will treat as a number. I mean, it will treat as a character, not as a number. Inside double quotes, it will be a character. Okay, one, two is also a, one is a character, two is a character, m is a character. It doesn't give any value like 23m or something. I mean, when we read, it will give, but as a computer, like as a compiler, it doesn't understand like it's 23. That we have to tell. Maybe, yeah, uh, we will try to analyze that. For now, yeah, we can just focus. And here, similar to um, array, string is also a sequence of characters. Okay, so like that, the characters also divides. Okay, so let's take 0, 1. Okay, so like this. Now we can represent the same string like h, okay, e, yellow. So like that we can do. Okay, so similarly we will try to print string as an individual character, one by one character. Okay, so we will take static void and then print, okay, print characters in array. Okay, so what we are doing, we are taking a message and then we are printing. Okay, so we will not write as of now, we will just take that. Then now what we will do, so for, so okay, first we will take length, string length. So here we will take string. Okay, we are not taking same variable name so that you will have it jaded. So now, so okay, well let's go inside Java implementation of string. Okay, Java, it's a lang. So this is a language basics kind of like Java lang is a package in the Java library, and there we have a string type, and here, so string has methods. Okay, now methods or functions in the last session we saw like uh, methods. So here we will see what are all different methods it has. Yeah, you can see in the left like outline section here. So here you can see, so there is something called length method. Yeah, you can see this. So this will give, okay, value. Okay, let's go here. So you can see it is a byte array. Okay, it's not character array. Byte is also another value is used to character. So yeah, so it's even another way of representing. So byte array. Okay, a value is kind of a character array or byte array. Okay, so that is how it is, and then so same like we can get the length like for array how we can get the length using dot length. So that is how it is printing like it returning. You can say this is the method. This method is declared like this, and this method is returning this value. Return is also a keyword in Java. So this means this method is returning something. So for that reason we use return to return some value. So in this case, the return type is integer, so it is returning integer value. So same thing we are doing here, like value dot length. So how to call a string method by using dot. This is the variable name and then length. So variable name internally represents the value of that variable. Okay. Okay. Let's take. Okay. Fun. Okay. Let's print character. Okay, print characters in a string. Okay, okay, we are taking in string as input, and then okay, now we have the length. We know like string is also a sequence of characters. So int I equal to 0. We know the length now, right? So I less than length because we want to process till length minus 1. That's why we put length L less than and then I plus plus. Now so you know, like in an array, we can access the value using index using this syntax. Whereas in a string, so now we are taking the value string dot. There is a method called caret method. So using this caret method, we can fetch the value in that particular index. So this is also index. Okay, we are taking that value. Okay. So here, okay, let's say letter. So this has to be declared. So create local variable. So here you know we already know like string is a sequence of characters. So at each location, so it will return a character. Okay, that's why we have to declare that as a character. And now we will print letter. Okay, we are not doing any format. We are printing each character in a new line. Okay, so let's go here and let's comment this too. We don't want to run like just to avoid the confusion. So now we are sending a string as an input to this method. Okay, now let's run this. So you can see we are able to loop like the string as an array, like sequence of characters we know, and string itself, the Java library provides some methods. In this case, we are using length method and also caret method. So at particular index, it will return that particular character. So you can see H E. So we are going from 0 to 1, like 0 to n and 0 to length. So that's why. So at 0th location, we have H, then E, then L. So like that, it will print. So that is how we can loop the string, also character array, and we can also suppose char, suppose message to, suppose like there is another method in a string to char array. So if you do this, it will the string will convert into array. So this is one more method available in the string library. So you can call on top of the value. So dot to array to char array. So that will so we can call this message array and we can print okay, not here, here. So here we pass the new one and see what it will print. So you can see it is printing the same. Let's comment this out. So let's see. See, there is no difference. So this is doing like a array printing. This is doing like a string into single individual characters. Okay. So here we can also do without ln like new line. So it will also print normally like. So we have okay. Let's run this. So you can see okay. Let's say we want to give some new line so that it will look proper like in the new line. This also instead of after printing this we are putting new line so that it will give new line. So you can see there is no difference. Either you print directly the string using println, or you can print the string as a individual characters, or you can convert the string into character array and then using array for loop like arrays processing you can print. So that is how the string works, and also the string library has a lot of like many methods, so we can use based on the need. And we have seen how we can print the values in an array and how those are represented in the memory, or like how the Java compiler understands. Okay.